Hello, my friends. Today we're going to be discussing feminism, slut-shaming, and hypocrisy. Take us out of Lightspeed, Jippo. What do you mean, Jippo's crying in his room? So he's upset that the grid girls are gone? Well, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about tonight. You do the honors, Blaraka. Well now, it will be hard to find many people who are involved with social media that have not seen anything about this, but I still figured it would be worthwhile going over it anyway. So Formula 1 has decided to drop all grid girls. For those who don't know what a grid girl is, I will show you. They are girls carrying umbrellas, numbers of the cars, or just advertisements. These girls wear all manner of clothing, from very tight shorts and a tight shirt that shows a lot of cleavage to dresses that would do well as evening attire. So what's the big commotion about the grid girls then? Well, Formula 1 has decided to drop all grid girls from their races as it no longer represents its brand values. They're basically saying that these jobs aren't suited for women, since they're being sexualized. So, let's look at some tweets and see if we can gather some information about the topic, and then I'll go down to my own conclusions at the end. Lauren Jade made a tweet about how she wants to come on This Morning, the TV show, so she can defend herself and her fellow grid girls. The feminists have cost them their jobs, and she has been a grid girl for 8 years and she loves her job. She was never forced to do it, nor did she feel uncomfortable. She chose to do this job. Scantily clad, sexualizing women, provocative. I'd never let my daughter wear that. Just some of today's comments. People sure does not look like they've done their research. Here are some of the poster's outfits from her 5 years as a grid girl. Now this tweet has 2 replies that I want in here too, so they will come straight after this one. Beverly Turner has been banging on about how grid girls should be banned for 15 years. She says women are prized cattle. First reply. Banging on for 15 years while she's been posing in FHM. Absolute hypocrite. Second reply. This is a grid girl replying. Surely posing provocatively in magazines is worse than me wearing a dress at a sports event. Next tweet is a tweet with a reply. Basically stating that feminism has cost 2,000 women their jobs and now they won't get paid. How is that helping women? And the reply, it's women like you who should be ashamed for not standing up for what's right. It's misogyny and you're clearly uneducated on women's issues and you should be ashamed. And as usual, the shaming game starts, and calling another woman stupid and uneducated does seem like a very feminist thing to do, right? Interesting how a lot of men are concerned about women's rights all of a sudden. Oh, the irony. Dude, most men are all for women's rights to choose whatever careers they want, or whatever studies they want to pursue. Stopping women from doing a job they love simply because it offends some purity-mongering morons bordering on the temperance movement of the early 1900s in regards to alcohol, to me, is pure madness. Now here are some comments from a boss of a racing team. As a team boss, I would want to drop the grid girls to save money. As a sponsor, I would want to keep them because they generate social media coverage. As a dad, I would keep them because both my girls have gridded and it built up their confidence, and also show them that just because you're pretty, it doesn't mean you can't be clever. My youngest is studying engineering at Swansea University. Indeed, sometimes it does feel like there is a lot of jealousy involved in this. If I can't get paid strutting around in a skimpy outfit, why should anyone else be allowed to? If this is the mentality, well, this can be said about any job. If you can't throw a football, well, guess what? You will never be a pro quarterback and win the Super Bowl. If you have problems with numbers, you will never be an accountant for a Fortune 500 company. If you look like you hit every branch when you fell down the ugly tree, chances are pretty big that you will never end up with a modeling gig. Next tweet is from a woman who is both a driver and a grid girl. Does one role make me a feminist and one not? The world has gone PC mad. Lycra does not define the girl. Next tweet is from a feminist. As a feminist, I want to see women treated with respect and dignity. I oppose mandatory heels at the office and groping waitresses. I want sex workers legalized, unionized, and protected. I am 100% on the grid girls' side. Well put. It looks like we have two different camps again. The sex positive and the sex negative. The individualistic whatever makes you happy feminist and the for the good of the sisterhood feminists. The latter in both cases are nutbags. Fascistic nonsense to make all women follow suit and do what is best for all women, even if it makes them utterly sad and miserable. Now for the hypocrisy, and it's fucking staggering. The PC Brigade are more or less slut-shaming the grid girls for wearing skimpy clothes. Even if that's not always the case. But hey, it's fine when a celeb poses nude or semi-nude on the cover of a magazine. That's empowerment and not sexualization of women. Come on now. You can't fucking have it both ways. Either neither are or both are. Get a grip. And then of course we have the sexualization of men, but that is never talked about. We have, for instance, Magic Mike, where well-trained celebs strut around half naked. And then of course we have all the topless men in movies. If they are not eye candy for women or gay dudes, I don't know what is. But here's the thing. Do you know why these things are never discussed? Because men in general are like this. Oh wow, you get paid to take your clothes off. Fucking hell, that sounds like a sweet gig. Or, oh man, I know you worked hard to get the body ripped like that. Of course you should fucking flaunt it. Good on you, man. This is why there's no call for ban for Chippendales or outcry when you see a male actor without his shirt. Now, to my conclusions. In what world is it okay to go on slut walks dressed like this to empower oneself? But a grid girl is not at all empowering and needs to be stopped. The hypocrisy is too much at times. You can't have your cake and eat it at the same time, even though I'm sure there are a lot of people who wish that were the case. Now, are the grid girls an archaic thing that sexualizes women? Sure it is. Is it a bad thing? Not really. We're all sexual beings, and we all like to look at other people. If they're sexy, we like to look at them more. It's part of human nature. Could there be a way to solve this issue and let the grid girls keep their jobs? Well, my suggestion would be to get rid of the worst clothing in regards to skimpiness. That way, it would probably get some of the PC nutbags off everyone's case. Keep the dresses classy but still sexy. To me, that's a win-win. Even if it's bowing down a bit to the PC brigade, it would let the grid girls keep their jobs. What would be the other downside to the grid girls losing their jobs? Well, the dart girls have also been banned in some countries. They're basically the same thing as the F1 grid girls. So who would be the next to be cut? The cheerleaders of major sports teams? Women's gymnastics? Women's swimming? I know what you're gonna say, that this could be counted as a slippery slope, but it seems like this is the direction that we're heading. Now, just a quick snippet before I head off to hunt some Jedi. The Purity Brigade is not only on the left. Just have a look at Roaming Millennial's tweet. I mean, seriously. Do women need to wear burqas or what? Is that what Puritan assholes want? Well, it's not what I want, and it's probably not what most people in the West want either. That is degrading to women, if anything is. No, let the grid girls keep their jobs, same with the dark girls, and stop being so damn sensitive about every little thing. Right, that's it. I'm done. I need to blow off some steam. Time to hunt some Jedi. Let's go, Blaraka.